How's it going there, wrestling fans? Bill Chase here, Bill's Sports and Wrestling Channel. The views I'm about to express in this video are simply that of mine. You may agree, you may disagree, maybe somewhere in the middle. I'm all for a civil discourse, I'm all for a decent discussion, but don't be a troll and use common sense. Well, CM Punk. One of my all-time favorite wrestlers, and a man definitely not without his faults. I've noticed something about it, a similarity between him and my all-time favorite wrestler, Bret the Hitman Hart, is that even when I feel they're right about something, they have a tendency to turn the volume up to 11 or 12, way beyond 10. When a solid 8 or 9 will do. They go beyond where they need to go. But that being said, this is also not about the media scrum, which, by the way, I will say, I agree with a lot of what Punk said. Was it the right place, the right time? That's up for debate, but again, it's not about that. The locker room brawl. Hey, look, we saw Ace still got punished for his involvement, throwing the chair to start it, apparently. That's the latest news coming out. Again, if the punishment fits the crime, well, he got what he had coming. But again, it's not about that. It's about the stigma surrounding CM Punk, more so embellished because of his past, because of certain things they'd never liked about him to begin with. And yes, Punk has that personality, even rub fans the wrong way, let alone people he knows. But here's the thing. It's still, they're carrying that over to now, just because of what happened recently. And it's a group I like to call the anti-smarks, which kind of came out of the woodwork, thanks to Punk, in my opinion, mind you, inadvertently. In 2011, when the summer of Punk happened in WWE, it seems like these fans just start coming out, like, going the complete opposite of what the smart marks, you know, like, or whatever. I call them the anti-smarks, and to me, they're every bit as obnoxious, every bit as annoying, every bit as toxic as the very people they're making fun of. Negative plus a negative, still a negative. But them, and as well as I like to call the delusional elite bootlickers, who, again, are just so wrapped up in their fandom for the elite that they really don't care if anyone is trying to be unbiased and point out certain facts to them. These people will say, even if you were to tell them that CM Punk is decent and you're not a huge fan, oh, he's okay, but I'm not a huge fan, they'll call you Dick Rider, they'll call you every childish name in the book, because they don't have enough intellect to have that civil discourse or a discussion with you of why you feel that way. Now that's another thing. The whole issue with Punk is a lot of things I know is being pointed out by these same groups of people. Stigma number 1. Punk is only happy when he's miserable. Punk wasn't miserable all that much during his AEW run until the whole issue with Hangman Page started. That is what set it off, and it all led to the media scrum. But here's the thing, does this sound like a man who is miserable? Now let's get one thing straight. When CM Punk is miserable, he makes it known on social media. But this is a post we're not used to seeing from him. Something very, very uplifting in terms of his wrestling career. 1 year ago, and this was actually, okay, I should give context here. On Instagram, his last post was on August 20th, before all this stuff happened. Before the media scrum, that is. 1 year ago began the best year of my professional career. Too many great moments, not enough space to post all the great pics. Rekindled passion, made new friends, reunited with old ones. Can't stop smiling, won't stop until the wheels fall off. Sadly, that may have happened. Thank you, most of all, to all the fans who made it possible. I'm having the time of my life. And he makes a baseball reference and whatnot after that. But you can check it out, it's right on his Instagram. It's the last post he made. Does it sound like a man who's miserable? No, but Bill, well, there's such thing as social media happy and real life happy. You know what, you're right. But this isn't someone in their 4th relationship in the same calendar year saying they're in love. This is someone who has never minced words when he is upset about something on social media. So to me, that makes the fact that he posted something positive all the more valid. I don't think this sounds like a man who is miserable. I think he was having a pretty good time until all this stuff happened. Another stigma. Stigma number 2. Punk is toxic in the locker room. Recently, an ESPN article was published earlier this year with quotes. This wasn't just an opinion piece, with quotes from the likes of Dax Harwood, Max Caster, Dustin Rhodes, Powerhouse Hobbs, Darby Allin, stating what an asset Punk has been to AEW since coming over there. So yes, really toxic in the locker room. But much like even most positive locker room leaders, not everyone's going to be universally liked. And sadly, that was the case with Punk and Hangman, and others apparently now. But this is a delusion because of Punk's past, because of how they feel when he left WWE. They feel he's a whiner, he's this, he's that. Even when I show people this article, these same groups of fans I told you about, they'll just refute it and again call you childish names, not even read it, because they don't care about the facts. They only care about their dislike for CM Punk and the fact that, you know, they just feel he's not an asset to the company. Hey, if that's your opinion, that's your opinion. But don't be so delusional that you're going to skew the truth just to suit your narrative. Fact of the matter is this, CM Punk was an asset to AEW when he was there. He was doing his best to be a locker room leader because he even admitted that he was afraid to be that in WWE sometimes. Again, I'm going to leave the article, the link in the description. Now, as for you naysayers, as for you anti-smarks, as for you elite delusional bootlickers, you say Punk is simply looking to be relevant, and he'll always look to be relevant. Well, the fact that you all talked about him for 7 years kept him relevant. I'm Bill Chase. That's my opinion.